From the wild variety of ways Season 2 can hit the ground running, to the potential secondary focus point the show could focus on. These are the Tulsa King Season 2 questions we need to be answered. With Season 2 on the horizon, speculation is rife about what could unfold, and today we'll delve into some of the burning questions this new season needs to answer. So, the million-dollar question, how will Season 2 kick off? Are we looking at a time jump, or will we pick right back up where we left off? The consensus leans towards the latter. Given how Season 1 ended, with Dwight's shocking arrest, it's pretty much a given that we're diving headfirst into the aftermath of that game-changing moment. Now, Dwight's arrest introduces a new set of challenges for our protagonist. Legal issues, something he didn't have to worry about in Season 1, is now a major roadblock in his path. This brings forth a host of new storytelling possibilities and avenues for character development. Will Dwight's typically self-assured demeanor falter under this pressure? And how will his new circumstances influence his relationships and alliances? Let's not forget about Chicky, who's less likely to let Dwight's disrespect slide under the radar. There's a simmering conflict brewing between these two that we anticipate will reach a boiling point next season. Chicky won't easily forgive Dwight for walking away from the family, so we can only imagine the confrontations this tension will spark in Season 2. This means more drama, more action, and likely more trouble for Dwight. Here's what makes this even more exciting. The dynamics in Tulsa are set for a massive shakeup. Dwight's arrest, coupled with his strained relationship with Chicky, could potentially alter power structures and alliances. We might see some characters rising in power and others losing their footing. Given all these swirling factors, Season 2 of Tulsa King promises to deliver on suspense, thrill, and drama, building upon the solid foundation of its debut season. We're eagerly awaiting to see how the story unravels, how the characters navigate through this labyrinth of power and loyalty, and most importantly, how the series maintains its raw, authentic storytelling amidst these seismic shifts. But moving on, another question fans are dying to get an answer to is, who will step up to become the next Callan Waltrip? As we all know, Waltrip was the ruthless leader of the Black Macadam gang before his shocking demise at the hands of Dwight at the Bread 2 Buck. His departure from the series has blown a giant hole in the Tulsa power structure, creating a vacuum ripe for the taking. Now, let's not forget, Tulsa's criminal underworld thrives mostly on biker gang activity. With the exit of such a formidable crime boss, it's inevitable that someone else will attempt to seize the reins. And this aspiring leader won't be oblivious to Dwight's growing business empire. Dwight and his team are finally gaining some recognition around town. As their operation expands, their reputation and influence are only set to grow. But with great power comes great, you guessed it, attention. And in this case, it's the kind of attention that could spell trouble. So you just know opportunists around Oklahoma won't be turning a blind eye to this rising power for long, and we can expect some formidable competition heading Dwight's way. Callan Waltrip's death had a seismic impact on the show, to say the least. Besides shaking up the established order, his death has also set in motion a string of events that will influence the trajectory of the show in significant ways. Waltrip's death not only creates an opportunity for new characters and alliances, but also lays the foundation for exploring new depths of existing characters and relationships. In the wake of Waltrip's death, Dwight's character will be tested like never before. How he navigates the upcoming challenges while fending off new threats will truly define his character arc in the upcoming season. Similarly, other characters within Dwight's circle will have their loyalties and resilience put to the test as they deal with the aftermath of Waltrip's death and the ensuing power struggle. Alright, let's switch gears in a more personal way and talk about the much-debated topic of Stacy and Dwight. Are they likely to rekindle their romance in Season 2? Well, that's a complex question with no straightforward answer. Stacy's connection with Dwight was always fraught with danger. It wasn't just about his status as a capo for the Italian mob, but also the fact that consorting with a known criminal posed a serious risk to her career. Now, with Dwight being the reason she got shot, the dynamic between the two has significantly changed. The $1 million he gave her was more than just an apology. It provided her with a means to retaliate. But this doesn't necessarily rule out the possibility of a romantic reunion in the new season. Spending time with Dwight has shown Stacy a different side of him. She saw him not just as an aging mobster, but as an intelligent, compassionate, and sensitive individual. She witnessed a vulnerability in him that few people have, a vulnerability that helped him to reconnect with his daughter and deepen their relationship. Stacy's reaction to Dwight's arrest reveals much about her feelings for him. When she betrays him, the guilt she feels about getting him arrested indicates that she still cares about his fate. This guilt, combined with her deeper understanding of Dwight, could potentially lay the groundwork for their reconciliation in Season 2. However, it's important to remember that if they do get back together, their relationship will be far from smooth sailing. Given their past and the lingering effects of their respective choices, any potential romantic involvement in Season 2 will undoubtedly be filled with tension, mistrust, and uncertainty. But with the potential romance brewing, fans are wondering if the show will delve into a romantic theme series. Although there's a wide possibility of romantic relationships possible, we're not too confident to say the show will become a rom-com anytime soon. But with the previously mentioned Stacy and Dwight get-together, that is unlikely but possible. And also the potential of a connection growing between Dwight and Margaret Devereaux, we can see an increase in romance in upcoming seasons. With so many potential storylines to focus on, let's talk about the potential secondary focus of Tulsa King's Season 2. The first season has left us with quite a few loose threads, but two of them stand out: Chicky and his devastating secret, and the battered Emery. Chicky's secret is an absolute bombshell. Learning that Chicky was the one who murdered his own father, Pete, Dwight's friend and mentor, was one of the most shocking revelations of the show. Pete might have been a mob boss who wasn't exactly known for his great deeds, but being taken down by his own son, that's brutal. It was clear that Chicky had grown tired of being bossed around by a father who couldn't even take care of himself. But if this secret gets out in Season 2, it could completely upend the family dynamics. If Chicky's secret is revealed, his status and power could crumble in an instant. The capos like Vinny who are loyal to him may turn their backs. Even his own relatives might consider retaliation. Chicky might have clawed his way to power by taking out Pete, but it can all be stripped away in a heartbeat. On the other hand, we have Emery. In a cruel twist of fate, Emery was severely assaulted by Chicky, while Pete wanted him to make amends with Dwight. But Chicky took a darker path, leaving Emery in a dire condition, all the while keeping his involvement a secret. If it ever comes to light that Chicky was behind Emery's injuries, Dwight's wrath will be something to behold. Dwight's loyalty towards Tina is unshakable. Avenging Emery's assault could be the catalyst that helps Dwight mend his relationship with his daughter. If Emery regains his memory of the incident, or if a witness steps forward, there could be enough evidence to bring Chicky down. Or, knowing Chicky, one of his outbursts might just be the thing that exposes him. So, both these storylines hold great potential to be the secondary focus of Season 2. Whether it's the fallout from Chicky's shocking secret or the repercussions of his actions against Emery, either plot could weave a captivating narrative in the next season. That's it for today's analysis of what to expect in Tulsa King Season 2. We can't wait to see how these storylines unfold. So from the potential secondary focus point the show could focus on, to the wild variety of ways Season 2 can hit the ground running with. These were the Tulsa King Season 2 questions we need to be answered.